Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, that gele chick. So guys, today in this video I'll be showing you guys how to make this beautiful automated gele. So sit back, watch, learn and enjoy. And if you like what you see, do not forget to kindly support the girl. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment and share my video. So let's get right into the tutorials, guys. So guys, I'm using this latest trending ashoke that is not usually separated, like they just join 4 or 5 in 1. So this is 5 in 1, and no, this is 4 in 1, I mean. So this is actually 4 joining. You can use 4 joining for this, and the length is about, it's not up to 90, it's around 84 there about. So I just cut out 45 inches. So I'm folding it so I can cut out my 45 inches. So this 45 inches is for one part of the fan, is for the longer part of the fan. So I'm going to keep that aside, and then the next measurement I'll be cutting down is for the other parts of the fan, that's the smaller part of the fan, and then the measurement I'll be cutting down for that is 28 inches. So like I really had to like think about this measurement because it was quite different from my usual regular measurement, because the ashoke was kind of small, wasn't enough for me for a like a very beautiful gigantic autogele style I would have loved to create. So this is what I did now. So I cut out my 28 inches, and you see this smaller one, this small remaining one that is on my left hand side. This is what I'm going to use to make my pleats. So I'll be making my pleats on top of this little small one I'm cutting out. So guys, note the measurement for this small one. The small one that I'm going to use to form my pleat on top is 14 inches long, and then it's 24 inches wide. So out of that particular measurement that I cut out 45 inches for the bigger, I'm cutting out 7 inches out of it. So I'll cut out the 7 inches, and this is what I'm going to be using to create my pleatings. So you won't have a problem with this if you have enough ashoke. If your ashoke is up to 90 inches long and it's 4 or 5 joining, you won't have an issue with having to cut in pieces like so. So just watch carefully, I'm sure you're going to understand. And if you have any question, do not forget to drop it down in the comment section. I'll be sure to come through for you guys. So I'm just trying to pieces my what do they call it, my steppings. Like this took a lot out of me. I was just thinking and cracking my brain on how to go about this. And you know, one funny thing about this ashoke is beautiful, right? But it kept on removing, like the rope just it just kept on removing. At some point I was like, oh god, help me, I need to make this thing look peng. It needs to come out really nice, because these people are really trusting in me to give them the best of the best. This is actually for a bride. So another thing that could help you with this kind of ashoke that usually brings out rope is when you have a soldering iron. If you have a soldering iron, you can just quickly melt the edges. So guys, remember we cut out 7 inches out of our 45 inches, so we just have 38 inches left behind. So right now I'm going to cut out my plaster. My plaster is I'm going to cut out 5 inches long. So I'll do the same to the other part of the plaster. Our velcro stay, that's what they call it, velcro stay, or if you go to a Nigerian market you call it a plaster. It's more easy to like find it. So guys, in case you're confused with all these measurements I have right here, I'm going to put down the measurement in the description box so that you can follow up and you have a more precise or detailed or more understandable measurement when cutting your own. So right now I'm going to start machine work, and I'm going to start by hemming and folding the edges. So I'm going to start working on my base, which is going to be the one I'll use to form my my pleat. So this is 14 inches wide and 24 inches long. Okay, very good. See me mixing up numbers. Guys, this is 14 inches long and 24 inches wide. So now just notice the way I'm going to fold this other parts, because I'm going to fold this a little bit bigger, because this is going to serve as my first base to start putting down my other pleats. You know, I'm really managing this ashoke, like I really manage this ashoke. So right now we'll start making our plates. You turn it over to the right side and cut out the excess thread to make it look neat. And I always like to stretch it out on my machine because it just makes it have this flat edge or flat effect. And you know, sometimes when you make your autogele, some challenges we usually have is the front of the autogele doesn't lap well at the front. So you make sure when you're placing your pleatings that you make sure it is straight. Try to stretch it out on your machine the way you saw me stretching it out before forming your other pleatings. Guys, look how rough this is. So if you have a soldering iron, go ahead and melt it before you go ahead and start forming your pleatings. But there is no light, girl. There is no light last song in Nigeria. Right? God will provide money for big gen because I passed my neighbor where I get in. It be like say we did the same. I don't pass my neighbor, we just did the same category because that gen is really giving me a headache. For me to want that gen, I have to go and call 4 or 5 people to come and start it. God will provide money to buy bigger gen. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of the video. So friends, it's important that you really take your time to trim out your gele. You have to make sure it's neat. So take your time to trim out the excess thread coming out from the ashoke or even the thread you're using to sew. So on a normal day, if I'm going to cut out for these pleatings, I'm going to have like 5 or 6, or I'm going to have like 6 or 8 pleatings if it's a bridal gele. But if it's a normal party rocker gele, I'm going to cut out 4 pieces. But because my gele, my ashoke was not enough, I was able to cut out 4 pieces for these pleatings. So now I'm not using part of the base to form the remaining pleatings. Just watch carefully, replay this video over and over again. If you don't understand, I'm sure you're going to understand what I'm doing. You see, I'm using the base of the ashoke to form the next pleatings. Look at this little that you're seeing remaining is what I'm going to be using as a strap to cover her head at the back. So the ashoke was really small, but she loved it and she slayed. I'm going to like upload pictures for you guys so you guys can see how this autogele turned out. It was I beg, let me not speak English that is more than my power, but you think it was on point. At the end of the day, she loved it. So enjoy the rest of the video, guys. So guys, I'm attaching my plaster. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys the measurements of how I placed it, but I'm going to tell you guys the measurements when I'm done placing this. I'm sorry about that. I thought I was recording that part, but I guess I lost that clip. But I eventually did a measurement of what I measured to put it on. So I measured out 3 inches, and that's where I placed my plaster. I measure out 3 inches. So guys, this is the soft one, so I placed it underneath the ashoke, and it's going to be on your right hand side, and then the rough one will be on top. You measure out 4 inches and you put it on top on your left hand side. So I'm done with my base, and right now I'm going to start hemming the edges for my fan. You know, we are doing double fan, so this is the 45 inches that we cut out 7 inches, and we are left with 38 inches thereabout. So I'm folding the edges. When I'm done folding the edges, I'll fold the other one. Okay, I've already done that, so I'm going to attach the two to this. So in attaching it, you measure 4 inches. Guys, on a normal day, if I have enough ashoke, I measure out 5 inches, but I'm actually really managing this, so I measured 4 inches on the edge of my ashoke to my left. So you place it right on where your velcro stays start or stop, and then you attach it, guys. So just keep watching, I'm sure you're going to understand. So enjoy. So beautiful people, if you've watched this video to this point and if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please kindly support the girl, hit on the subscription button to join the family, and the rest assured to get amazing, interesting, educative, skillful tutorials on this platform, on this channel, guys. And if you're an old subscriber, I want to say thank you, guys. Thanks for your constant support. I love and appreciate you guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like this video for me, guys. All right, what I'm doing right here is I'm taking out my measurement for where I'm going to stop and where I'm going to start putting the smaller part of the fan. So I measured out 5 inches, and that was where I stopped putting the longer parts of my fan. And now I'm going to attach the smaller parts. I measured out 4 inches as well, and so right where the plaster stops, that was where I'm going to attach it. You see, you just curve it like so and you sew it down. So this small one is just going to be occupying a very small space of like 5 inches. So that was why I measured that 5 inches. So just keep watching, guys. If you don't understand, play this video over and over again, and I'm sure you I assure you guys, you're going to understand this video. All right, guys, enjoy the video. Pardon me, your girl is speaking pardon. Whatever. Good night, guys. Beautiful people, pardon your girl. Most times I'm speaking background, I'm like just speaking some funny kind of English. You guys should pardon me, because most times I do this voice over at night when I've already been stressed up. I've been busy since morning, so the only time I have to really do this when the house is at peace and I'm also calm is at night. So pardon me for the bagang for the error in the English I've been bombarding. Alright, guys, so now we are going to get into the next step, but this should be in our part 2 of this video. So stay tuned for the part 2 of this tutorial, guys. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. See you guys next time on the continuation of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.